Hey, Shalom, call all y'all about Shimmy Shah. This is a paragraph from Babylon to Timbuktu. Alright, and it reads, it says, this is a book by Rudolph R. Windsor. It says, like the black Jews in America, some of the Jews of Guinea don't remember their original nationality. And, this is because the Lord created nations. He didn't create, countries. A lot of people go off of where they live at, present day. It says this deplorable ignorance is attributed to various causes. The fall of the Hebrew kingdoms, the lack of communication with Jewish educational centers, intense persecution. Part of that persecution, was when in 70 AD, when the Edomites invaded, the Holy Land. It says, and the deliberate blotting out of the mind their true nationality. Thus, Nahum Slush said this about the Islamized Jews he met. In most cases, these Hebrews by race and Muslims by faith seek to hide their origin, which has become a burden to them. In another example, the persecution of black Jews in Portugal was so ruthless and frequent that Cecil Roth tells us the Jews did not divulge to their children the secret of their religion until they had attained the age of reason. It says divulge, that means to let be known, basically. The word divulge. It says, I'm going to continue on. It says the Hebrew religion is such that if you deny your religion, you will eventually deny your nationality. The sociologists and psychologists know, and history has proven that if you deny your culture and nationality over a long period of time, you will totally forget it through a process of assimilation. And that's part of the reason, including how these devils in Psalms 83 broke us up, basically, from being a nation, so we wouldn't be in remembrance. It was all part of prophecy. The Lord used these different nations to do that because we sinned against him. But let me see. It says, and it says, so basically we didn't know who we were, and that's prophecy. As we get right here, this is 2 Thessalonians 2, 1 and 3. It says, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Hamashiach Yahushua, and by gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as the day of Hamashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first, and that falling away has been a period of time over a couple hundreds of years. So that falling away, this was where this is where basically where it initiated, where we forgot who we were because of all the persecutions and these different captivities that we went through. It says, so that was the falling away. Let me see. And through the process of falling away, they took our heritage from us, and essentially over time we forgot who we were, and also through our disobedience, these Edomites were basically allowed to take our fields or our lands and our heritage, because they in this book I'm reading also, basically in them conquering our lands, they were further pushing their agenda of a superior race, which is the so-called white race. They did that by pushing Christianity. And this is Micah 2:2. It says, and they covet fields. So they devised a plan, as in Psalms 83, to break us up as a nation, so that we will be no more in remembrance. So they took our lands, they took our heritage, they made us forget who we were. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Our heritage is the scriptures. They turned it into Christianity, and with Christianity, they coveted fields and they took them by violence. And that was shown in the Crusades, and then just all throughout the colonization of these different areas where we were predominantly thriving. And this is Psalms 83. It says, keep not thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, a great confusion, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head in great pride. It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, the Israelites. It says, and consulted against thy hidden ones. It says they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So they did that by taking lands, heritage, and making us forget who we actually were. And another thing in this book is I see it says black Jews, but Israel as a nation was spread across the globe, because going to Hosea 1:10, we're like the sand of the sea. This is Deuteronomy 28:64. It says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there shalt thou serve and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. The wood and stone is the cross in Christianity, and the stone is that stone that they go to Mecca for. All right, and this is Hosea 1:10. It reads, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered nor measured. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it is said unto them, ye are not my people, there should be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. So, going back to this book, well, first and foremost, the scriptures, and then going to this book. The book that I'm reading, basically, it just gives it shows how we were scattered, because you had the Moors, you had the they had Israelites in Africa, Europe, Spain, Portugal, Madagascar, if I'm not mistaken. It says in the place where it is said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. And this is over the whole world, but majority of Jakes are in Babylon the Great, which is America. And we're always told, oh, you just a nigga, or you black, you're African American, or you're so-called Hispanic, or a Latino, or a Spaniard, or a native, an Indian, a redskin, whatever it may be. But in that same place, it's being told to us that we are the sons of the living power, who is Hamashi, who is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Slaki. And this is Isaiah 25:7. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and that veil that is spread over all nations. Because again, we got these different because of Deuteronomy 28, the curses, and then us disobeying Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, we have this covering cast over us, which is those bywords that I just listed, and many more. All right, and this is Hosea 4:6. It reads, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children." So it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, a lack of knowledge of of who we are, our heritage, because for so long we've been told that we're just black, or we come from Africa, or and stuff like that. And over time, just like the book said, through assimilation, we forget who we are. It says, "I will also reject thee," because then it says, "Because thou hast rejected knowledge." You tell some brothers or whoever, like, yeah, bro, you come from here, man. Like, you from a line of royalty. They don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear none of that. They rather be niggas, or they want to be Christians, thugs. I don't know. Just they want to be something in this society, which is Babylon the Great. They drunk off that Babylon juice. All right. So Lord willing, that was edifying. Call hello, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Shalom.